wait, should I put my hair up? Should I let go? I'm gonna put my hair up. So I just got back from friend's birthday, and it wasn't my friend, but it's like my friend's friend. And what happened was, oh yeah, because like we were just socializing, and how, when people came up to you and trying to flirt, you just, for me, I'm not the type to like people that easy. I mean, that's what everybody says, right? But in a way, for me, it'll take me some time, or like a year or two, to just like get over somebody. And for now, yes, I am getting over somebody. Um, which is why I wanted to make this video. How, I don't know if a lot of people can relate to it. Maybe you can, maybe you don't, maybe you can't. I don't know. But you know how yesterday, there's something happened yesterday. I don't remember. Wait 1 second, I have to think. Something happened yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Um oh yeah. Yeah, I met my friends. I was at this pro Palestine party as well. But no, there's something that we talk. Something about, oh no, yeah, I remember. So we were like talking. No, no, no. After the party, I was on the phone with my one of my professor. Like, she and I we're very close, but apparently we haven't been talking in a few. I would say like a year or two, like that, because we're just busy, and we live in a different country. But yeah, we have a very good relationship. So what happened was, she contacted me a few days ago and was like, Dina, what are you doing? Like, it's been a while, we should catch up, blah blah blah. So after the party with my friends, I got back home and I called her. I called my professor, and what happened was, we started talking, like just catching up about each other's life. And I talked to her. She and I, like, she asked me something about like our relationship, like if we're with anybody right now. And I, yeah, I'm just that comfortable with her. I told her everything. And there's something how I was telling her, there's this one guy, I really like him. We were friends before. We're not anymore, of course. The word were. So um we were friends, and things were also very confusing. Me and him, we both know things were very confusing. We both know that it's not just friendship, but it's not something, like relationship. But again, in my head, I'm very confused. So I kind of don't, because yeah, it's weird, like, if you want something, you just tell me you want something. If you don't want anything to do with me, then let's make it clear we're friends. But every time we're like, oh, we're friends, there's gonna be moments where I'm like, no, this isn't what friends do. Like, does friend do shit like this? Certain things like that, like just acting really boyfriend-ish. So anyway, regardless whatever happened between me and him, I told my professor. We were just talking, and then she, well, things didn't work out with him, obviously. That's why I'm talking about him. And things didn't work out because I think, I don't know. Let's just assume, okay? I don't believe it. I don't really believe it. I don't think it's true based on whatever shit happened. My absence did impact him. So I'm gonna like make it clear, my absence impact him. Not like, the reason why I'm not in his life anymore is not because like I wanted to see like if it, like if it's gonna affect him or not. No, I don't. That's manipulative. We don't do that shit to people. So my case is that it's very complicated. How I the moment I know that I really like him, I just confess to him how I feel. And apparently there were a lot of things happen, and I didn't get my answer. So I don't know, like, honestly, no answer is an answer, right? But still, I told you how I feel. Do I not deserve like any answer? But again, it's okay. Especially like he was my friend. Yeah, it's just like So I told my professor, like, we were just catching up, and the reason why things didn't work out, I think also is because he was still very, like, honestly, he was just scared of getting hurt again, which makes sense. And everybody has that thing. So in a way, I'm not trying to push people. I don't no, I'm not desperate. So in a way, I was like, yeah, things didn't work. So I told her, and I told her, and my professor was like, yeah, like, ashipta. Ashipta is like, what a shame. What a shame. Things didn't work. Yeah, it was a shame, like, very, very shameful. Anyway, even though that, after we talked, I was thinking about him, and in my head, I was like, interesting how I would say we ended the whatever thing we had few months ago, like, not few months, it's been almost, I don't know, it's like, it's May. It happened during May. So the person who wanted to leave first, obviously, was me. I don't feel like, I don't know, man, I don't want to do whatever. I mean, I don't want to be available to people anymore. If you know how I feel towards you and you don't want, then great, I'll just move on, right? I'll just live a life where I don't have to see your face. And it's not like, oh, like, it's your problem, you don't want, you cannot handle rejection. No, it's nothing like that. I don't mind the rejection. Honestly, it's good. I know I have to move on, because again, no answer is no. And then but then something happened. Honestly, it's not only no answer, it's something actually happened. I don't want to tell. It's gonna be complicated. And honestly, whatever happened between me and him, I would really like to treasure them myself. It's really special to me. And yeah. And then what happened after that, how, even though things have happened, like, for almost a year now, it's been more than half a year, so let's just round off to a year. How, I never felt like I hate him at all. Even though I feel like on his side he's gonna hate me. I think he hates me for leaving. He was really upset the fact that I wanted to leave, which is something I don't even understand, because, like, you didn't want me. Why are you angry that I wanted to leave? But that's why I told you it's very complicated. And the thing is, I know him too well. Even if he's lying, I'm like, and he knows that I know him too well too, which doesn't make sense. But anyway, I don't want to overread. I don't want to, like, trying to be, like, understanding. I don't look. If they say A, even though I know it's B, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it is what it is. It's A, man. Even though you're showing B, it is A, because you say it's A. Anyway, yeah. So the fact that things have ended many, many months ago, I still have feelings for him, which is, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's, I don't know. It's like, you actually know how you truly love somebody when you know that you just care about them, and the feelings can never go away, even though it ended pretty bad. On my part, I ended nicely, but on his part, I don't think he ended nicely with me, which is something I'm actually really glad. Not something I wish to happen, but something I'm glad, because I know I have no regrets. Like, I don't have regrets. I don't say anything. But I always believe that whenever you're talking to people, imagine as if that is the last time you're gonna ever talk to them. Like, one of you guys gonna die tomorrow, like that, stuff like that. I literally imagine, like, what if he dies tomorrow? Am I gonna feel guilty when I say this? So yeah, and I think if I die, he's gonna regret. But okay, let's hope I live a long life. I hope so. And then, I mean, and then, yeah. So I thought about it. I was like, I don't have regrets. I love him still. And you know how when you truly love somebody, this is something that I think about after my conversation with my professor, is when you truly love somebody, you can never hate them. It Love doesn't work like hate. Hate can disappear, but love cannot. I don't know. It's me. Everybody, you might have like different life, okay? So you and I are two different people, so you might feel different about this. But for me, love is just never ending. You can just love them even though you're not talking to them. And obviously, like, we're not talking, we're not even following each other, we're not seeing each other. We sometimes we saw each other in campus, which is something funny as well, because I have a very bad eyesight. When I look at him like from far away, I'm like, is that him? Mommy, I need new pair of glasses. But he has a very good eye. Like, yeah, his sight's like really good. So the moment we saw each other, it happened many times where we just like, like walking the up, like towards each other, and I look at him, he would look at me, yes. But the moment I'm like, yeah, I just like, for example, like, this is him, and I'm looking at you. Look, so me looking at you is like me looking at him. So when I see him, I'm like, just like that. I mean, obviously I'm sad, but I'm not gonna act on it. Like, chill, I gotta move on. But him, on the other hand, he would do this. Like, he look at me, it's like this. Woo! It happened many times until I was like, whoa, like, okay. It doesn't affect me anymore. It used to, but it doesn't affect me anymore. So anyway, I was like, but whatever he does, I do see it as like emotional response, which is why you have to be careful when you're talking to me, especially if you're close to me. I see things, not like in a weird way, but I observe your body language. So yeah, when I saw him, obviously sometimes I do wonder, like, if he's like, happy. I wish he is happy. I wish he's doing great in life. I wish whatever problems that he had when we were like still friends are solved now. I hope if he's with somebody new, which is not something, I mean, it's inevitable. If he's not gonna be with me, he's gonna be with somebody else, right? Either way, sooner or later, he's gonna be with somebody. So I wish that somebody will be like someone who is greater than me, someone who knows how to love him well. I do not wish anything bad upon him because I love him. I just don't want to see him getting hurt. And I do not regret the things I have given him, the things that I have, the time we spent together, the friendship that we have made. But yeah, like my professor said again, akapta, ashipta, what a shame, things didn't work. And I know a lot of my friends are like, Dina, you deserve a great man. You deserve this, you deserve that, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, if you're asking me, I deserve all, like, the best. But to be honest, at my age, finding the best one, no, like, the best one is not somebody who's perfect. The best one is somebody who is, how do I say this? Like, who's emotionally smart, who knows how to deal with his own emotion first. You don't have to deal with my emotion. You don't have to do that. My emotion is my responsibility, okay? Your emotions are your responsibility. But either way, no, not either way, anyway, continue to my story. And I notice how when you truly love somebody, you can just never outlove them. You can never stop yourself from loving them. And I remember when we were like still, I don't even know what to call, like, it wasn't a relationship, it wasn't even near situationship. Was it friendship? Okay, that's the thing. The reason why I don't see it as friendship, because of the stuff we do, is not just friendship. But if I wanted to say like, oh, maybe it's something more, it's not. So for example, like what are the stuff we did together, right? mm, Let me think. For example, like in Korea, whenever guys go to like military, like gundae, right? They have the army shirt. He gave it to me, and I didn't know that whenever guys give this to a woman, to a lady, it's a couple thing. I didn't know that I am a very bad flirt. I'm really bad flirt. If you want to flirt with me, you just gotta tell me, look, I'm attracted to you and I want you. I'm gonna be like, okay, that's flirting. Answer, yes, yes. But I didn't know. In my head, I was like, maybe dude was just really friendly, okay? I look. If you're at that situation, you're gonna ask yourself the same questions because you don't want to overthink. You don't want to be like, oh, am I someone he wants? When he doesn't say anything, he's just like show at first. I'm like, yeah, it's confusing. Other things that we have like done together is, how when we okay, I like I like running, so I always run near his house. There's like a place for people to run. So there's this one time after I ran, I visited him to his place and just like we were like hanging out. And then before I left, he was like, hey, let me send you back home. In my head, I was like, why? You're just gonna waste your energy and your time. Just let me walk back home alone. But he was like, no, 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 I'll send you. So he was like, I'll send you through like with scooter, like the electric scooter. But I was like, I don't have license, so I can't do that. And I was like, no, I'll drive you. And I was like, which is illegal, guys. Okay, illegal. Don't do that and not safe. But in my head, I was like, what? How am I gonna sit? Okay, so you guys can see where the stories go, right? So he sent me back home. Okay, I don't want to share too much detail. And then, so that's why, and whatever conversation we had, I know that it wasn't just friendship. And the funny thing is, the friends do stuff like they hang out. We don't even do stuff like that. We rarely hang out. And usually, whatever lah, I don't want to go into details on that, but I know how it affected him as much as it affected me. It might affected him even worse, to be honest. Which is why it makes me feel sad. Because I'm like, when we were like still friends, there's this one time I have no how do I say this? I have no restriction when it comes to loving someone. If I love you, I'm just gonna show you I love you. But at the time, I was still very confused of how I feel. I didn't know, but because in my head, maybe I love him as a friend. Like maybe I love him as a friend. Yeah. And then what I did was, after our midterms exam, I decided to give him flowers, a bouquet of flowers. Because during my birthday, I bought myself a bouquet of flowers, and when he saw that flower, he was playing with it. And I don't know, like when we were like talking, he was playing with it as well. So in my head, I was like, he really likes flower. So I asked him, like, have you ever received flowers before? And he was like, I mean, yeah, but I never received bouquet. So I decided, like, okay, because we used to have this conversation before, this time I'm gonna give him a bouquet. Because I believe that whoever, like, no, regardless, whoever you are in this world, you deserve to be treated with like that genuine love ever. Once in a lifetime, you have to experience it. And if you can't give me that, if you never receive it from anybody else, I want to be the person who can show you how it feels like, how I wanted to show you how it's like. Okay, so I remember I called him to come over to my place, and I have to give him something. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he came over, and I was like, I bought him 2 flowers, one small bouquet, just like, just like, oh, here. I don't want to like scare him. Not in a way like in a bad way, because I was also like giving him another present, because there's something I promised I wanted to give him, so I give him that gift with the flower. And then after that, before he left, I was like, I have another one for you. So I took out another big bouquet of flower, which is like a little bit special for me, because I handpick all the flowers myself and I design it myself. I think he was also very happy, and he told me it was, like his first time. But the point is, yeah, I don't really mind doing all this stuff. I feel very happy doing so. And then what happened after that, when what else happened? I don't know, man. When you love somebody, you want to make the world a better place for them. You want to make their days a little more easier. You wanted to make them feel belong. You wanted them to feel safe. You wanted them to have the best treatment anybody can ever experience. Anybody, one can ever truly experience. Yeah. And then yeah, I feel like when you just love somebody, and it's been months, I think that's also one of the reasons why I just can't. I'm like, because I'm not desperate to be in a relationship, so it's not like I care if I'm with somebody or not. If I want you, you will know. I'm gonna let you know. But if I don't like you, you're gonna, yeah, I don't like you. Easy as that. And I don't want to be in a relationship with people, especially if I have feelings for somebody else. It's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for me. I don't want to do that to someone's heart. And if you're somebody who loves someone and it's one-sided, in my case, I don't believe it's one-sided. I am pretty confident how it's not one-sided love. But I didn't mess up. He messed things up, and I have to leave. I have to leave, and I have to leave. I don't want to settle for anything less. And a part of me, I still sometimes wish to see him, like when you just meet someone and you just want to see them. And there's this one time where I was sitting in the library, and then he was sitting across. I didn't know he was sitting there. When I got there, I look at around the table. I was like, there's this one spot I really like sitting there. I wanted to sit at that spot, but I see like somebody like place a book there on top of table. So I was like, there is like a table with like 4 seats. There's like one person there, but the person left. I didn't know. I wanted to sit there, but I was like, I don't know, like there's something in my heart. I was like, be careful, just sit somewhere else. And I saw another table which is like across that table. This is the table, like, yeah, it's here, so it's empty. So I went there. My seat is like facing here, that seat is facing here. So I went to the bathroom, I went to the toilet. When I got back, guess who sit there? Exactly that dude. And then I was like, obviously I was like, no, I cannot leave now. Now I cannot leave, because if I leave, it's gonna like chill. And it's not like I was affected by it. I'm just gonna be like, awkward. I don't want to be, I don't want to be around that awkwardness. But I still decided to stay. And the funny thing is, between our table, there's other tables, because his table is like the most left side of the room. Mine is the most right of the room, and we're facing each other. The funny thing is, between us there's other table, but nobody sit literally on our line. There are people who sit next to the seat, so it's literally empty, and I can see him like this. Oh. Yeah, but I tried to not look at him at all. But I do know he noticed I was there. I mean, one thing about me, I have a very big curly hair. You cannot not see me at all. my hair was like really long and so big, so you can't not see me. Anyway, lesson of the day: when you love somebody, love them right. When you don't, they're gonna leave, and they have the right to leave. Do I miss him? Yeah, I mean, I do. I don't force myself to move on. When the times come, I will move on, right? Even if I don't, it's not like I'm desperate. It's not like I'm hurting. I'm just not over him. That's all. It's not a big problem. So to whoever that is struggling like me, cheers to you guys as well. And you're not alone. If I get to do it, you will get through it too.